Hi, I'm Doug Keck. This is an EWTN Bookmark Brief. Just had the pleasure of speaking with Father Glenn Sedano, C.F.R., about the book Father Benedict Answers Your Questions by Father Benedict Groeschel from the television program he did for us for many years, Sunday Night Live. Now, with these kinds of questions that Father Benedict would answer, how would he approach them?
Face to face. He didn't like beating around the bush a lot, you know what I mean? So he would be very, very clear, kind, concise, and sometimes spiced up with a quote which he just pulled out of his mind, and but it was always satisfying. You weren't left like hanging, if you will. It was very, very clear and cogent. And
what were the kinds of things that people either would ask him questions that would frustrate him, that they would ask that question?
Often enough, I think it was often maybe the situation in the church or in their parish, in which you could see that he would be frustrated too, but he would have to give them an answer, and also hope, and not to simply just throw any logs on the fire, so he didn't want people to fall into complaining, and so he gave them often enough a good, as he would say, the good next step.
Right.
What they should do.
Right. Well, one of the things I remember he always talked about, even in the psychology kind of aspect of him, to remind people that psychology doesn't fix you, it helps you deal with the issues you already have.
Yeah, often enough he would pick up his cord and sort of hold the tip and says, I'll give you this much for psychology. So as much as he respected the science, if you will, and the field, he also knew its limitations.
Right, absolutely.
He knew its limitations.
Right. The other one I think he said, it kind of related to what you say about the next step, is don't, and this is the quote, don't focus on the why, focus on the what.
Yeah, never ask why.
Right.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Right.
Yeah,
right, rather than focusing on getting caught up in the why, which becomes a pity party about those kinds of things like that. And so he was always focused on that, and that even in dealing with your issues, you should really be, now focused and then future focused, not dwelling on the past.
And pushing into the future. After Father Benedict, how are you doing? Fighting on. Remember that?
Right.
Fighting on.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right. Absolutely. Well, that's just a sense and a taste of the kind of responses you get from this wonderful book, Father Benedict Answers Your Questions by Father Benedict Groeschel, proudly published by EWTN, EWTNRC.com. For all things Catholic. Look for the entire interview I did with Father Glenn on our on-demand page and also our YouTube channel, and coming soon to the network. I'm Doug Keck. Thanks for stopping by.